Yesterday, 35th Ward Alderman Carlos RamierzRosa introduced two new measures to the Chicago City Council to rezone a number of Milwaukee Avenue blocks in the Logan Square and Avondale communities. If approved, the properties located between 26102-787 North Milwaukee Avenue, 28002-957 North Milwaukee Avenue, and 3015 N Elbridge Avenue would be reclassified with low-density B21 zoning. The properties located along these blocks currently consist of a mixed-density blend of commercial and residential designations. The plan to downzone these stretches of Milwaukee Avenue appears to have originated from a group of small business owners and property owners called the Milwaukee Avenue Stakeholders Alliance. A letter from the group provided to Curbed Chicago includes a request that the alderman downzone these properties to B11 in order to protect the neighborhood from the new wave of development that has reshaped other stretches of Milwaukee Avenue and Logan Square. There is still time to get out in front of the changes inevitably approaching, stated the letter. B11 is the appropriate zoning for the street as it is today and the most immediately effective action you can take to a stretch of historic old Chicago while keeping future property taxes lower and making it easier for small businesses to invest here. While the alderman ultimately opted for the slightly less restrictive B21 designation, it's clear the authors of the letter got through to the elected official. Lynn Bossa, a property owner listed as one of the letter's co-sponsors, was not available to comment on the measure. Staff of the 35th Ward could be reached but were not prepared to comment on the pending legislation. This fresh batch of ordinances isn't the first time RamierzRosa has utilized downzoning measures along the busy Milwaukee Avenue corridor. In April, the alderman introduced a similar ordinance at 2700 and Milwaukee where longtime property owners Barbara and Victor Diaz looked to market their 1.6-acre, 3-building parcel for redevelopment. The alderman also sought to utilize the same legislative tool at 2747 and Milwaukee Avenue to thwart property owner R.P. Fox Associates from building a 60-unit apartment project at the site of the former Pierre's Bakery building. The news of the fresh downzoning ordinances from RamierzRosa comes after the Chicago City Council voted this week to approve a measure introduced by 1st Ward Alderman Proco Joe Moreno to downzone the former double-door building at 1572 N Milwaukee Avenue in Wicker Park, a move viewed by some as a punitive zoning measure against the property owner. According to DNA Info, landlord Brian Strauss alleges that his civil rights are being violated and is countering with a federal lawsuit against Moreno and the city. Meanwhile, just down the street from the old double-door space, a First Ward property at 14,311,437 and Milwaukee Avenue is getting a zoning bump from B32 to B33 to allow an existing 8-dwelling building to be converted into 18 apartment units. Full disclosure: Curbed Chicago editor A.J. Latrace was vice president, board member, and zoning committee member of the Avondale Neighborhood Association from October 2016 until May 2017.